Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday. I'm gonna update some titles here real quick. What am I doing? Um, Sorry, just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, it's here. Just gonna update a few things, double check, make sure everything is configured correctly, and then get started. I almost want to uh take what we did with the blog yesterday and make it its own package because I or like a template because I feel like there's something there. I feel like that's useful for people. What do you think? Oh, let me know. All right, let me go ahead and check my levels. All right, so if I'm at full blast here, what does it sound like? Sounds good. All right, and then I should make sure I've got my utilities. There we go. I think that'll do it. Okay. So I just was messing around with some stuff. Oop, yeah, it would help if I ran it. Just messing around with some things and kind of trying to add some more fluidity to the site. So, a couple things. Oh wait, that didn't work. Is that because it thought it was in the viewport already? Yeah, see there. So they faded in from the bottom. I think that's just kind of a nice quality life thing. Or not quality life, just a little smoothness. And so originally those links were here, not here, here. Also, that's kind of weird. I don't like that. And clean up that layout stuff. But yeah, so I moved the links from here to its own component, and the main reason being, this is part of the app router. This is the main page, and so what I was testing here is just to make sure that I understood correctly, and I did, at least in this case. So you can see that the root route is still dynamic, or not dynamic, sorry, static, and pretty much anything with frame or motion, and I need to confirm this, but it has to be a client component, and I'm sure that's for state, frame or motion uses a lot of state stuff, at least as far as I understand. And So as soon as I put this in here, it would have made the main page dynamic, and I didn't want that, but I did want a little bit of flair there, so we got it. I did notice, however, and I forgot about this, I was using it in here. So let's see here, the path name, I think something about this isn't working quite right. So my navigation is a client component for the same reason. But I don't think this is even working right. So let me look. Yeah, it's supposed to have. I mean, neither one of them are working right. Sorry, itch. Okay, so what is the path name? Curious. And here it'd be the item href, so we're comparing it, yeah, to that, which is what I would expect. So the question is it not working, or is it working and it's just... So yeah, it should be working. What was it even supposed to do? It's like this transition thing. I kind of want to just tear it out and make it a static component, or I fix it. Because I think previously, ooh, I got a cat. He's not big on being manhandled. So, okay, yeah, he's run off already. I was gonna say, I'd introduce him. You can come up here. Absolutely. Buddy. Yeah. He's decided he's a lap cat all of a sudden. He never was, but he's having a hard time figuring out exactly how he wants to go about being a lap cat. Because of the aforementioned not wanting to be, like, held. So, all right. Sorry. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Aw, sweet kitty. So, sorry. What was that thing supposed to be doing? Is my question. I think it was part of the old site. I don't know. I'm having a hard time reading type spring stuff. But what's the... So if it's active, then it would have this. Wait, no. Hold on. The name, and then it would have... Oh, so it would have a... All right, I'm just going to make this, like, red. Like, make it stand out. Yeah. Is it not ever matching? Because I imagine... Because it should match, right? Path name equals... So, yeah, we can do something else that's, like, obvious here. Like, yeah, just make it... Yeah, so it does work. Or it is matching. Sorry. Is it because of this? Oh, it's probably because of that. There we go. Yeah, it was, so sorry. Yeah, so sorry that I'm putting you through this. There we go. Back to there. Get rid of this. And then we should be... Okay, so that's what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to, like, move like that. But because of some other Z indexing that's going on, I can't just drop it by... I can't set it to -1. Because... Wait, what else is... No, I'm thinking of a different project. This one doesn't have any major z-indexing stuff. I think what I need to do isn't to set that down a layer. I would need to set the rest of it. How would I do that? Because it's like relative. Well, this is set to absolute, right? But because I do like that effect. What I can do though, because I like this bar, let's just do that. So we get rid of motion. Or we keep it and have both. I don't know, the orange underline would look kind of strange up there, maybe. I mean, I guess that's how it would look in light mode. I guess, yeah, that's fine. Basically, yeah, it's just like that. Oh wait, yeah, I don't need to do that. So I would just be, sorry, I just need this part of it. Like that? Yeah, beautiful. And it can still move. Now maybe instead of width 20, what can I do there to make it? Can I say full, or because it's absolute, that's going to be absolutely. No, that works. Okay. Oh, I really like that. A little, the spring is a little weird there on the width changing. I'm okay for now, though. Okay. Yeah. So let's finish that commit. Page entry. I keep thinking, like, should I start doing like feature branches? Not because I need to, because I'm the only person working on this, and I don't typically work on multiple features at the same time. So I don't need to, but it would show good best practices as, like, you know, if the prospective employer was looking at my portfolio or my GitHub. Anyhow, not doing it right now, but something I might start doing just to show that it's something I do normally do in a collaborative situation. Let's see here. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So I moved from Framer Motion to the Motion package, and I did those things, and I have to show you this image. I generated it. It's pretty great. I think it'll be my default. Although I really do need something that like works for like light and dark. That's gonna be kind of tricky. Or maybe I can deal with it with the card and how I lay out, like give it an appropriate border so that it blends regardless of light or dark. Anyway, sorry. And yep, that's where the links used to be. They are no longer there. Clean that up. Yeah, this is something I didn't realize. I didn't even think of, like, and I should have, because I talked about that. Oh yeah, published at could be null because it's not necessarily been published, but this is last modified, which means it should have just been updated at the whole time. Had to change the frame of motion stuff here. This is the new component, and these are the edits that were just made plus that. Okay. Beautiful. I'm gonna unsync that. All right. So now I do want to get back to the blog. I might need that. I will definitely need the blog page. Okay, so this is where I want to start, I think, because I want to update the layout here to make it a little nicer, a lot nicer. So the first question is, I guess, how do I want to lay it out? And I have some thoughts, like some sort of like nav index over here with like the maybe some featured articles and then just like articles by date underneath it. I'm gonna look at a few things. Let's see here. Where was that? There was a blog that I came across not too long ago. Oh, I know I saved it. Where did it go? Sorry, I'm looking at my bookmarks on the other menu, or on the other screen. Is that under here? Under... So I might want that. I'll show you in a sec, but that's not what I'm looking for. Is it this one? No, that's the Sonner person. Oh, here it is. All right. Sorry, I came across Adam's blog here not terribly long ago, and I really like how it was set up. I mean, a lot of his stuff is just really visually interesting. I like all the animation, the layout, the glitchy logo. Ooh, I never moused over that before. I see. I like. Yeah, I like adding things like that. Little, I don't know, Easter eggs, things to find. Anyways. So I guess this is still very similar to what I was thinking. We just have, like, by month. Ooh, the tooltips are nice there. Month. Year. Kind of wish there was, like, a breakdown. So we got the past month, but then we got by year. Anyways, I'm sure that would have probably got too busy. Maybe if you click 2025, I would expand to have it show the months of 2025. That'd be a neat component. So these look like kind of like as you go around, like there's you know, I don't know if these size changes are okay. No, it's like if I hover shows, then it changes, but the rest of them don't. Anyways, the cool thing is, I think one of the cool things is like the site kind of has this glitchy aesthetic, and so even if that isn't like on purpose, it still makes sense. Which is, whether done intentionally or accidentally, still clever and great. Anyways, so there's that. Who else's blog was really good? I guess on the other end, but also good. Where is it? The other thing I was going to show that I said we might need, the easing wizard. If I do more animation stuff, wow, I got to work on my uhs again. I got really good at that when I was doing like edited YouTube videos. I've done that in quite a while. I might get back to it. I've been thinking about the streams that I've done lately, and some of them definitely could be edited down into more tutorial format. All right. This one. Yeah, so I like this too. Like busy. I think the tags are a little out of control right now. But let's go into, yeah, like when you go into one of the articles, especially, I like the layout here. I like the theme, very programmery. um, Anyways, so some things to think about here too. Kind of feel like I really do need to find what is the aesthetic, because I can feel it, and I feel like I'm getting closer to it. Like I know this is kind of kid, like, it's supposed to be fun, whimsy, right? Like I made this in Illustrator in I don't know, not terribly long, but I had fun doing it. That was kind of the point. I wanted to bring fun back to what I was doing, and I was hoping that if I play with things, that it's gonna show. So yeah, how do we do that for the blog? I should go ahead and add the link, because I think after this PR, well, here, I guess this would be a good opportunity. Like I could create a branch here, because there was the other things that I just did, kind of contradicting myself. Like I don't usually work on multiple features at once, but I have this blog that's kind of hanging out there, and I was doing the other work. So anyhow, I guess this would be a good opportunity to say, it's a feature. Sorry, I just spilled some LaCroix on my desk. Okay, so let's figure this out then. I think and then I also have to consider, oh, I want to see that actually. Mobile, right? So what does Atom do for mobile? Okay, month. Okay, I see. That's cool. That's interesting too. Ah. And then, yeah, he's always got really good transitions, and I like that. I would really like to. I mean, look at that. So the route's changing from hashtag 2025 to hashtag. I mean, I guess that is, but pound 2025. Yeah. Sorry. To this other route, and we're having this really nice page transition between. Like, look at all the stuff that just it moves. So like, yeah, this image moves up here rather than that is so great. Huh. One other thing with Atom stuff, and I see this with a lot of like CSS and people who are working with like core browser APIs. He's talking about stuff that is just, it's like mixing in the Chrome Canary. And so it's super exciting and I can't wait to use it. But at the same time, it's going to be forever until this actually reaches, mass adoption. So, I can have it there, but I'm either going to need some sort of polyfill so that it works in legacy browsers, or I just have to accept that it's only going to be cool for some people, and I can't quite accept that. I think that's something that like Motion could potentially do really well, is to use pure CSS, and I don't know that they're not already. I haven't really looked into the code base, but use pure CSS where possible and only lean on JavaScript for the things that need polyfills or can't be done. And so that could really improve performance and potentially oh, that's interesting. Huh. Sorry. All right. I was dealing with some metadata stuff. Actually, still might be seeing. Sorry. Where is it? Am I good now? Okay, it's actually, I think it's fixed now. It must have been related to the error. Yeah, okay, I'm all right. Oh, not found is oh, interesting. Huh. Sorry, I just realized my headphones are noise canceling, and I just realized the Roomba's running in here. Hold on a sec. All right. Yeah, it probably wasn't the best audio experience there. Okay, so how do we want to do this? We're gonna need the data first of all. So I'm gonna go ahead and start claw down that path, and I can kind of. This is something that I've kind of been leaning on more as I've been getting used to how these tools work, is that I can kind of set the agent down one path and I can go work on something else. I mean, a lot of times I kind of just have to keep up with it and make sure it's doing what I asked it to and review the code on the fly and stuff like that. But the better it gets, the more opportunity I have to go and kind of tweak something else or work in parallel with it, which is really interesting. All right. Trying to think. I feel like I kind of need to create another post. Those are part of the stuff that I commented out. So I kind of want to leave it in here for template reasons. I could go back and set this to not published. Or you know what I can do? That's what I need to do. I'll set this as template. And then we'll set that to not published. And hello world can be my hello world post. Like my, first post. Which means I can go ahead and clean up. Let's see here. So this is going to be Oh, how do I do that? Can I just do I delete it and that? Sorry, I'm asking how to use my own stuff here, right? Okay. Oh, that's annoying. My formatter is pushing that back out. It doesn't matter because this is the stuff that had the indent problem that I could solve by adding trim. But that is kind of obnoxious. Yeah, not a big deal though. I actually don't even know why it would need to be wrapped. Right? It doesn't, does it? Because this is looking for. Sorry, where's the regex? Oh no, it is. But I could get rid of that, right? I mean, I could improve this a lot in general, but I think. Yeah, plus that would actually break it. No, because it will end any number of spaces. So, I mean, we could basically do. What, get rid of things to there? If we're just looking for this. I kind of want to rethink this later anyways. And then like that. And that. So we can have spaces. No, I just want to go from, okay, from this to that and to that. There we go. Now, if let's go ahead and update the template too, so I don't have to fix that every single time. There we go. Oh, right. So it had the comment deal. I mean, it doesn't matter because it really is. I guess I don't want to just rely on having. That's what I mean. This is where I can just do something like. Something like that instead. It's kind of ugly though. Or that? I don't know. It works, or it would work, be more functional, but I just don't really like it. Blog metadata. I'm okay with that for now, even though it says BM. There we go. So we would do this, and we would do this, and that. All right. And we're gonna need to add the B in there. All right. Is that gonna do it for me? Found 2. Looks like it worked. Cool. All right. Now, curious, because it should need to run to work. Wait for it to finish building. Has some warnings I should take care of. Most of them are in like the Shadcn stuff. He doesn't play by the same linting rules that I do. Those are both static, like I would expect. And not build. Let's get the dev going again. My default, I like it. Anyways, so it's showing up here as featured. Or is this not the feature? This probably isn't the featured list, is it? That's going to be separate. That's why. Because I don't actually have... It does look like the default's supposed to be true. Let's go see what it did then. Pull up. I think I closed that. Or, yeah, I did turn it off for a minute. Pull Prisma Studio back up. Look at our posts. No, it is set to false. So if this is going through as true... Oh no, only if params feature equals true. Then that would... Okay, setting from string to boolean. Sorry, my bad. Not reading things for understanding. Okay, so that's everything. We can filter these on featured. No, because we'd need to do that separately. So if I want to have featured but also pagination, I need to because I might have featured ones that should show up. If I want like 3 featured ones at the top, that might span across multiple pages, so I can't just filter it out of the page that I get already, is I guess what I'm trying to say. All right, so the easiest way to do that then is just to really care about pagination for that one, because what I'm gonna want... Oh, I hear the old man asking for food. Might need to take a quick break here and go feed him. Point of reference, for those who don't know, the old man I refer to is a rescue cat. Can I just that? I mean, I could expand the other one, but that should go through, or yeah. I'm assuming that by default would be off. Oh, sorry. And then I also need per page. Yep, that's exactly what I want. Okay. So yeah, syntax would go here. Oh yeah, if we want to do like a list of tags and you can click it and it filters based off that, which I do, that'd be great. Maybe I can set Claude to doing that while I go feed the old man. He, like I was saying last night, he when we rescued him, he had been like abandoned, and he has like 2 teeth, so he gets special treatment with the wet foods. But that means I have to feed him. All right, so let's say I mean, that search thing is hugely ridiculous already. What do I want to do? Sorry, I'm just trying to decide, like, I think let's just throw it underneath for now. Or do we have like a word cloud and you can click and it throws it up there? Ooh, that kind of be nice. A show like here more or less reflect what query things are going on up there. I gotta fix one other thing real quick though, because it's driving me nuts. That image, I need Let's see here. The header, the title. I feel like there should already be a. It's interesting. So where is that image? It's here, which is in the top of the card. So it's not even part of the. Is that how the API would normally work? Or were some liberties taken there? It's like it's above the header. I'm gonna look at that real quick. Card. Do I have any examples here that have like an image top? No. What about on the where is it usually? There's the API code. Because it is from. Oh, never mind. It's. I thought. Oh, that's interesting. I thought it was from Radix. You start moving away from. No, I still use Radix for the other stuff. Does Radix not have a card component then? Maybe that's it. Anyway, so props includes children. So yeah, I mean, it just gets dropped right in there along with any of the other stuff. Kind of bummed that it doesn't have a solid example with the image, because that's kind of a pretty normal thing to do. I think for now we'll just say like margin bottom 2. Yeah, that's all it took really. I definitely still want to fix these, but that's a much better. It's not gonna drive me nuts, at least. All right, so let's go back to this and say let's create a component that goes under the search bar. Should show. It should reflect the query. Sorry, I'm just thinking, like, if it's going to reflect the query, should I have that as part of it? I don't think I'm going to have like a featured on off. I mean, I could, but I'm not planning on it. So let's just say it should reflect the current query filters. Show query text for text this is ridiculous for the search param. Show badges. All right, I guess they're all going to be badges. show. That's all that there's going to be for now, I guess. Or we'll probably do something like by, yeah, I mean, we would do something by month, by year, similar to Adams. So, but we don't have that in here yet. So I guess we'll just add the use badge, right? I think it's the badge API. Yeah, that's what it was, right? What was the template? Yeah, it was the badge. Use the badge component to wrap. Items. Hovering over the item should indicate Ging will delete by showing trying to think like could like have something come up where it shows like a trash can or something, or I could set the badge to like probably as a destruct state. I wonder what the variants are. Yeah, it's got like destructive, so I could probably like, we'll just say for now by setting the variant to destructive, clicking on an item should remove it from the query. I think it's enough for it to go on. All right. I'm going to let this go for a minute, and I will be right back after I have fed the old man. Enjoy being entertained by Claude. All right. What has Claude given us? So the grand reveal, right? Let's see what the one shot did. Hey, look at that. And then doing that. Okay. So sorry, still a little bit of congestion. Sorry. My brain kind of just stopped there for a second. Two things. One, this isn't published, right? So why is it showing up? Oh, it is published. Okay, so setting, it's just not featured. So why did it published? Metadata published. Yeah, I didn't have published set. Is it coercing? Oh, yeah, there we go. That would be why. Okay. Whoop. That's okay. Easy enough change. And then we refresh here. Butamus. I do need a couple though, just for funsies. What do we call this? We call it what was one that I wanted to do? I had a whole bunch of ideas, and of course right now I'm drawing a complete blank, which is why I wrote them down somewhere. It doesn't matter. We'll just say let's say custom developer blog. What if I made a post about this? This project. So we'll say some developer blog excerpt. I wrote something for channel description. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. So here. Probably too long for the excerpt. I mean, where would the excerpt go? It's example how. Oh wait, where's that coming from? Was it here? Also, didn't I have that as hello world? Yeah. When did that change? Yeah. Did I accidentally change it in the wrong place? Okay. Sorry. Alright, so that's the template. No, that's the default page. There we go. I have to workshop that title, right? And let's use the default. Okay. Yeah, I guess that hello world was basically what I wanted for this anyways, but that's fine. And then we'll go ahead and pop over here and we can pnpm blog index. If I can type today, I cannot. There we go. So that, now we should have a second one show up here. Now we have nothing showing up here. What did I just do? Sorry, I'm confused. What did I just do? Yeah, so I haven't added that yet, but this is still there. And this doesn't actually care if I... Yeah, because this would say, it would limit it to featured true, but if I don't pass it in, it's not... It should be everything. It's not like I could set it to false to filter out featured ones, but if it's undefined, it's not gonna... Okay, anyways. So where is this going nuts at then? So this is good. And this was looking good. Except for that, obviously, it's not working. Is it something to do with page one? No. What is in the database here? Oh. The default is false and no. Okay. So it needs to be false. I guess that just means I have to set published when I'm ready for it to be published. I just don't necessarily like that it's overriding, right? But it's fine. I kind of was thinking about this too. Like, at some point, I would have a huge directory here, right? And I mean, I guess since they're all static, or not all, but I mean, they're all getting built at build time is the thing. But they're not all part of the default bundle, so that's not the end of the world. They just think, like, you know, if this had hundreds of directories in here, it's going to get a little bit busy, and at some point it might be tricky to manage, and, you know, that is a future me problem right now. All right, I gotta back out of this. Let's see here. So now we have, or we should have, if I look at this. There we go. So if I come back over here, there we go. Okay. Now, I guess that's a thing. I don't really ever want this overlapping with the top. At the same time, I don't necessarily want to limit it in the template, but I mean, I can, never mind. I'm going to limit it in the template because, oh, that's right. So the template's within, sorry. So I can have a template in here, not template, layout. And it's still going to be a child of all of this, though. It's not its own template. It's a nested template, which honestly, I think that was not the best decision on the next team side. Like, if I'm going to set a template, it's usually by default going to be something like completely different. And I don't know. I mean, it is nice to have the ability to do these nested templates because let's just do it real quick. So we're going to not grab layout, but yeah. And that way I can do things like the metadata and stuff in here too, which is good. Sure, let's add that real quick. I don't need this because these override also. All right, and then we're just gonna say PT6. There we go. All right, that's a pretty decent default. I can add more or whatnot if I decide I want to. How do I? All right, I guess that's. Oh, it looks like I kind of need some way of going back. That could be like a good default layout sort of thing. Never mind. I'm gonna have a link up here. Well, this is interesting because when I do have, let's do that real quick. So in the nav, let's add blog. But this, instead of doing equals, kind of want to do a starts with. Wait, no, that would still, it would match on the first one. It would always match on this because it's like the first. So home would always be lit up. I guess I could say, or yeah. You listening to me? Beautiful. Because then I can just say home. It's already highlighted though, so I wonder if that would be a little bit confusing. That's interesting, and now it's not even highlighted. Wait, but blog. It does start with blog. Does it have to have, no, yeah, right? Like, but if I click into one of these, okay, now this is weird. I'm sorry, what is, What does it think path name is? It's blog, right? So path name definitely starts with... Yeah. So path name is blog. So there, it's string. And that starts with blog. Is there a typo? BLOG. BLOG, BLOG. Oh, it's because the or, because it does match. But then that should work too. It either equals or it starts with it. So either way, it should be fine. I'm missing something obvious. All right, what's the obvious thing here that I am missing? So we know path name is blog. So path name equals blog. So this should be a thing. Or when we get deeper into it, and we know this part works too. So the only thing that's not working is this match. Is there like a... I'm so confused. Because path name being blog should equal the href of such blog. Taking crazy pills. I could ask Claude, but I don't want to. I want to figure this out. I should be able to. Oh, I think oh. It's... Sorry. I think it's this thing. 'Cause this is the Arrgh. Because the way I'm doing the and here, it's short-circuiting. I could turn this into like a ternary thing. No, I know what I need to do. I just need to bring this stuff. That should... Oh. Now it's... Can this be outside and then it's not active? Oop. Oh. That's in... No. But that's not using... Oh, sorry. I thought I had just... There we go. There we go. I thought I'd accidentally turned it into like a dynamic. It already is... No. I mean, it's... Sorry, it is a dynamic component. It's just not and it's a client component already. Yeah, so all right. I might have to like not publish this video. Not my best work. All right. So we got that. That is working. That is working. I can click there and go home. I'll probably still add a home button at some point, but I need to figure out where that lives first. So the next thing we want to do is going back to here. Sorry, I got like a nose hair that's bothering me. Just tickling my nose, my nostril. I'm thinking about well, let's do the featured post first real quick. So, we can just do this same thing and we'll say, yeah, featured posts, and we can be like something like that. Except it is grid. I just closed it. Let's try that again. All right. Okay. Do I want to filter featured posts out of the generic lists? I don't know. So for this, since here, this is not flex or anything, we're just regular layout. Yes. Okay, sorry, I was just asking myself, do I really want featured posts? Yeah. Okay. So let's think about adding date filtering. One thing I don't like I can't control P in here, which is my brings up this menu, which is frustrating because I don't know why that would be restricted. All right, so okay. I don't really need author stuff because it's always going to be me in this situation, but I guess if I was to template it like I was talking about, it would be that, or it would be helpful because then that's what other people might use. And my schema. So we're gonna have this based on created at. Yeah, okay. So first we need a component that, no, we need a TRPC procedure, public procedure that can return unique. What do we? I guess months and years. Months by. We'll say name and well, I guess, but name and number, or do we just do number and then we translate on the front end? Probably that's what we do. Number, because it's gonna be easier in the rest of the system just to reference it by number. And years where posts have been published. So this should give us what we need is the list of basically what do we if we're going to filter on something, what are the things that are valid options? And so that would be the months. If I wanted to filter by month and filter by year. Yeah, okay. So let's say it'd be something like how do I want to format this? Maybe I'll let it suggest something and I can refine that if it's not a good idea. Okay, so next we'll need a component that will go on the blog page. Displays. Well, I think I'm gonna do what I said that like Adam's blog could do. So all valid years with the current year selected or active by default. Active years should show all months. Oh, this is another thing. It also needs just along with the number of posts for those time periods. Active use should show all months. Should, yeah, show all months, while inactive years should have the months collapsed. And I'm gonna plan on using the Shad CNUI accordion or collapsible. Probably accordion. Oh, but bitch, if I'm going to use that, then let's go ahead and install it. That's not cursor. All right. Is it ON or ION? ION. Okay. Clicking on, let's see here. So if the trying to think. So like if I had the active year or the default year being this year as active by default, that kind of implies that that's the filter that is active, which I don't like. So maybe we don't have anything active by default. So along with the number of posts for that time period. Active years, that's here. So clicking a year expands or makes it active. Or yeah. Now with accordion, it's only going to have one open at a time. And I think that's appropriate because then like when you're clicking on the year, it's going to open it up and it's going to filter the results based on that. And then you can further refine those. So like the thing that I don't necessarily like is that it's going to trigger a filter and a query event that the user might not expect, but I think that's okay. Let's see how it feels in practice. Active years should show all months, while inactive years should have the months collapsed. Use the accordion. Months should have the number of posts per month listed with it. Month should be listed by name, not number, or should be displayed. All right. One of the things I like about kind of this new premise of you know, sorry, let me moderate. Let's see here. Oh man, are we doing this again? No, I don't want to pin the message. I want to get rid of it. Port, spam, spam. Great, yes, block the user. All right. Sorry, it's kind of frustrating trying to pop out chat. Can I? Okay, it's gone. Sorry. Pretty sure it's gone. Should be gone? Yes, it's gone. Okay. Sorry, spam filtering. Anyways, so what I was saying was like one of the things I like about this premise, like I didn't do enough planning, I think, before. Like I kind of mold things as I was going forward. So I'd start with the smallest idea that I had, you know, I want a blog. And then it's like, okay, well, what are my limitations, this, that, and the other thing? And like, I'd kind of just go through them as I was working on it. Now I'm doing a lot more pre-planning, which I think for obvious reasons is a good skill to develop. And I'm thinking about all these things and visualizing it. All right. Clicking on a month should clicking is here. So apply that filter to the current results. Clicking on a month should further filter the results to that time period. Go for it. Let's see what we get here. And sometimes I need to, update things in a way that's a little bit better. And other times it makes really great suggestions that I get to learn from. So it's AI is here, man. Like, love it or hate it. I don't either. Like, I don't love or hate it. It is here. And it's a double-edged sword, like all technology, and I hope that we humans decide to use it for good. This is my plan anyways. All right. So if we have year, it's month set to, that default to 1. I mean, it defaults to nothing. So this is potentially undefined. So if I do a new date with, let's test this real quick. If I do a new date, and we do the year, undefined. Oh, man, I'm just missing the obvious. So it's either gonna be 0 or the month, and then 1 for the final thing. So 0, 1. What does that give us? Okay, yeah. Hey, look at us. Look at us grow. That is not expanding. Let's see what we got here. What else did we update? Active filters. Yeah, cool. Oh, we're replicating get month name, huh? Right, that's going to be duplicated between here and the other one. Get month name. Get month name, yeah. And I'm going to want that in okay. While it's doing that, finish thinking about this stuff. So it's adding the year, the month. Oh, that's interesting. And it doesn't even work. Okay. Yes. So, not worried about that right now. Am worried about this. Okay. So, this is busy. Oh, I definitely need to check this out. So, find many where published true and published at is not null. Select published at. Oh, cool. So yeah, it's just selecting the published at. I guess that is the field that I want to use. I was thinking created at, but published at seems like it makes sense. Oh, wow, it's already 4. Holy moly, why didn't somebody tell me? I'm gonna need to make some dinner soon. Alright, so, and then it's doing a reduce. I mean, I feel like, don't feel like. I know I could write like an SQL statement, like a raw SQL here, that did the aggregation for me. I wonder which one would be, I'm assuming that would be faster. So what is the shape of this? I mean, yeah, that's basically what I kind of was thinking. So I'm fine with this for now. I think like if I creating this shape directly out of the aggregation might be a little tricky, although I'm sure Claude could figure it out. Anyways, so what's the, we got the new filters. Yep. Oh, it really moved. Whoa. It really moved some stuff around. What is this doing? Oh, I see. It's building that title. Huh. I mean, it's kind of redundant between like there and there, but I don't. That's extra. It's not taken away from anything. So, anyways, so why then? So, okay, so clicking on this. That's not a good. UX, that takes way too long. Okay. I guess that's the problem with using query params. Like, yeah, that's what I want, but that's a little. Okay, but the question really is why. So month 4. It's because it should be. Yeah, because it's a 0 index. So how are we getting 4 out of that then? Going back to the date, not date filter. Yes, date filter. Sorry, let me just look real quick the data that we're getting. Month 4. That's why. But then why is the name coming through as April? Is it doing the... Yeah, it's doing the -1. So the thing is that when it's aggregating the data, it's getting it... Yeah, so why would I do the +1 here if I'm going to have to -1 everywhere? Yeah, no, I'm just going to keep it there, and I'll do the +1 in... I don't know, where would I need to do... I might not even need to. Oops. Okay, so now if I click on this, there we go. Okay. That's interesting. It was stuck on destruct. Okay. Sorry, I know the Roomba's running in the background again. It's got like a 4 o'clock routine. Clean up the litter around the litter boxes. Alright, so this is wider, a lot wider than it needs to be. Let's see if we can pull that in, and I don't need the chevron there. So that's going to be the accordion. Okay, so sorry, it's not actually supposed to come in here during this part of the routine, but it should be out of our hair soon. Anyhow, okay, so the accordion, and then where does the actual chevron come in? There. Which is so that's under the, it's in the trigger. And it doesn't have like an override thing on it. Huh. That's kind of like, what if you want to use a different chevron? So the easiest thing obviously would be like I could just nuke it. And then add it to ones that don't need it. Or sorry, add it to ones in the future which would need it. Or I update the props so that it can be turned on and off. And I think right now I'm just gonna have it off. And then going back to this, why is it so wide? Is that an accordion thing, or is that... What's the width here? That is... Huh, none of those seem to be set. They're all like... Oh, there it is. It's the width full on the parent, so I can just change the... Oh yeah, it's right there. I mean, I'd like it to be predictable, right? Like always kind of the same. Oh, why is it still... Is the default also... No. But it's not. Okay, so that's no longer... Where is the... Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. It's giving it a column as part of the layout. I'm glad it handled responsive automatically. That's, or at least, you know, it gave me something. Okay. Yeah, it feels huge. I don't, I don't like that. Count. What is this? Space between. Just sort of between. No, we'll leave it default. Yeah. With, is this, let's see here, where's the parent of this one? It's flex. Yep, and we got it. No, this is it, and it is flex. Okay, yeah, so we can do a gap to here. There we go. Now it's still ridiculously wide because it's the column and it's just filling. It's a predictable width because I know that the widest it's going to be is the longest month name. What even is that? September? I think it's September. So if I know how long September is, I can just make sure that that one is never longer than that, or that the container fits it. Just gonna be not there. It's on the page, not the. There we go. So the sidebar, yeah, they gave us grid, and this is one of the columns, and then that's the other columns. So instead, let's do flex. Keep that flex, and it's still gonna be a gap there. Yep. Oh, I can't remember what the right way to do that is. No, it's this would be the grow. Oh man, what's the right way to do this now? Tailwind updated this syntax here in v4. Can I, oh, is it, I would say like flex none here? Is that how I wanna? Yep. No. Because like I can tell this is this is all getting mushed up because it's, you know, this is the bigger section. Wait, that's not, I'm sure that's not affecting things, right? Okay, no. Also, the max width is going to be just like be like large maybe? That's probably too big too. Oh, that's way too big. Small. Oh, that's right. Even small was too big, right? Yeah. XS? It's still too big. Sorry. Let's check the docs. Number or fraction. What are the out of box ones? Oh, I guess that really is it. Okay. So oh, that'd be way that's too big. Sorry, I did it. Spacing is like EM, so it's times like 16, right? So 4-ish. No, that's one rem. 16 then. There we go. What does that look like? That looks like it was put on the wrong thing. But what if we just say width 16, not max width? I just did this. Okay, so I'm gonna start a new one because I don't want it to be overwriting stuff. Allow, or the date filter is getting crushed. Please ensure that it is full given the width it needs and the main content can take the rest.